Hey, what's happening, YouTube? I'm going to do the air conditioning condensation line flush on a typical Florida home. This is my house. Got the condensation lines come down from the air handler units on the upper floor. And I went ahead and I capped off the condensate lines. So you got a 3/4 inch PVC pipe. They got a elbow 45 elbow on there, so I had to get an 1.25 inch cap, and then I took a knife and just kind of rounded it out inside to make it fit. It doesn't fit on there perfect, but I just needed to hold the vinegar and water solution I made to let it sit in the lines for a little while. All right, I'll be going upstairs. Right, before I get started on the flush, I turned off both of the air conditioning units, so the condensate line should stay relatively dry until I fill it up with the solution. Okay, so I did a 50-50 hot water and white vinegar solution. I got my funnel, and we'll take that to the air handler units now. All right, using the funnel and the bucket, I'm gonna do this one-handed. Try that silly. And you kind of hear it filling. Getting closer. Real close. That sounds about right. So using the funnel, I poured the solution down the condensate line, and I filled it up to this point here. If you overfill it, it's just going to drain back into the condensate tray of your air handler unit, and getting some solution in there isn't going to hurt anything. Matter of fact, it might help a little bit. It's hard to see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see it right there. All right, so I will repeat for the other one. Repeated the process for the other unit. I don't know if you can see it, but same thing. The water is to the line. Some of the water got back into the air handler condensate tray, which is fine because that vinegar solution will kind of clean it out in there too. And it all slopes here, and it slopes down the pipe to the outside where I have it capped. Okay, one thing you have here, if the line never plugs and the condensate tray backs up, water will go down to this guy right here, and that float switch will activate and disable your air conditioning unit. You got one for each air conditioner, of course. I don't know how long to let the vinegar and water solution sit. I mean, I'm sure there's no, science behind it other than just let it soak in there for a while and then go drain it. And we'll do that in a minute. Okay, we're out here with the bucket, and I'm gonna pull the caps off my lines here. Idiot. That is kind of nasty. Ew. Gross. What the hell that is? Just let it drain down. Keep my caps up at the air handlers for further use. Okay, that's coming out of that tray. Overfill this line a little bit. after a year and a half, the water is kind of nasty. When we closed on our house, they recommended, like, I think he said twice a year to do this. It sounds like a lot, but we'll drain it all the way. Don't want the vinegar on the grass, even though these condensate lines always kill the grass anyway. Anyway, let's take a look at this. The sun. Yeah, it's pretty nasty in there, but nothing too bad. I don't think it would have plugged. I would venture to say there's people that probably go decades without doing this, but it's certainly a good idea to get it done. Okay, got everything back together. Got the caps back on. I got the caps from downstairs or outside the condensate line drain, put right there. I need them in the future. I pulled the switches out and tested those, and they're all clean also. When this does, again, when this backs up with condensate, it'll cause that switch to activate and disable your air conditioning system. While I was in here today, I changed out the filters, and that is it. Basic homeowner air conditioning maintenance. All right, bye-bye.